Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where last time we were doing errands based on information from a prisoner. The question is, can he be trusted?
How can I be of service?
Listen to me. I would do well to remember Laritan's words to you. Mordrum Bor is still the servant of the enemy, and despite the usefulness of his information, he would bring us all to harm if given a chance. I temper my words of good fortune with a reminder to use caution when dealing with him. It is a reminder we both should take into heart. Laritan came to speak with me while you were away. He wished to know if any progress has been made in recovering the Palantir. I told him of our military victories, but he didn't seem encouraged by the news. We don't see eye to eye on this matter, he and I, but surely you must see that our successes in Anuminus are crucial for taking the Seeing Stone from Amarthael. I could not ease his mind, and Laridan asked that you see him in his room in the keep when you return. Perhaps you can make him see the rightfulness of this course? Anuminus must be reclaimed before we can hope to wrest the Palantir from Amartheel's clutches. We have time, Pinelore. Tell him that. Apparently, Laridan doesn't think that we have time. And when an elf turns hasty, something is amiss. Ah, Laridan, you wanted to speak with me?
What do you need?
Ah, Pinelord, welcome. I'm glad that you've come. You do not seem well, my friend. You can't defend all of Anuminus yourself, despite Calinglad's wish that you do so. I asked you to come because I want to know if Mordrenbor has spoken at us at all about the Palantir. He hasn't? I find it most interesting that he has kept you busy with military matters in the city, while we know that Amarthael has a Palantir in her possession. My heart tells me that Mordrenbor is delaying us for his mistress. Her goal has not changed. She seeks Narhuil. Do not be distracted by the errands on which he sends you. Will you bring my words to Tedan, the ranger that guards Mordrenbor? Tell him that I will come to see him in a few hours. I want to ensure that he is alert to the danger of the prisoner's whisperings. All right. So then, I will go and speak to Tadon. So far, everything looks well. How are things going, Tadon?
How can I be of service?
I will look forward to Laridan's visit, Pinelore. The prisoner is not very good company, and I have seen him giving me unpleasant looks out of the corner of my eye. The air in this room feels so stifling, too. It may see that I can have Forhan or Narthun take a shift or two after Laridan's visit. It will do me some good to clear my head and put an end to the prisoner's constant ramblings. He has taken to rattling off the exploits of his fellows, and one of them in particular. If I never heard the name of Guldokir again, I would be greatly pleased. Guldokir will destroy thee. Amarthael will soon set him to it. Oh?
Thy efforts are for naught.
Didst thou repulse the attacks of thy friends? Oh, it matters not, but I admire thy efforts in the face of such overwhelming odds. Thou canst not prevail against Guldokir, friend Pinelore, no matter how strong or wise thou thinkest thyself to be, for Guldokir wields Tan Morgul. The defeat of the Dunedain will be complete when he brings its powers to bear upon the city. Ooh.
Guldakir has the power to destroy the Dunedain.
Thou wishest to hear more of Ton Morgul, my friend? Oh, I thought thou wouldst. It is a relic of ancient Numenor, corrupted through the dark arts of my brethren, and gifted to Gurahir for safekeeping. Thou wonderest why he has not brought it to bear to the city? The reason is simple. Amarthiel forbade him from using it until she had derived as much amusement as she could from the pathetic struggles of the Dunedain. That time draws near. If thou wishest to postpone thy utter defeat, thou wouldst do well to relieve Gulhir of Ton Morgul, and soon. His restraint will not last forever. My jailer has something to say. What could that be, I wonder? Oh? And what's that?
What can I do for you?
We've come to it at last, Pinelore. I can feel it. I have not had an easy time guarding the prisoner, but it will all be worthwhile if we can defeat this Gulahir before he is permitted to use Ton Morgul against us. We are in luck, too, because I have fought against Gulahir, and I know where he is. Shortly after Numenus was taken, a small group of us fought in the uppermost level of the city. There, in the courtyard full of fell idols and cursed trappings above Echad Gerthadir, we encountered Gulahir. He drove us away, and our assault ended in defeat. The courtyard is called Manoband. If you can fight your way up through the city to Manoband, you might be able to defeat Gulahir and take Ton Morgul from him. The day could be ours. All right. I thought I was supposed to be collecting a Palantir at some point. Getting past the early bits is going to be easy here, since they're all gray to me. But I presume at some point we're going to run into the holder of Ton Morgul, and he is going to... Well, let's just take care of this guy. Yeah. So fast he didn't even have a chance. Now let's go up here. It's right there? Well, there's got to be some place in here. Oh, wait. This is the powerful Black Numenorian that I'm supposed to kill, who is 10 levels below me? Hey. At least make it a little bit of a challenge. Good grief. Huh. Well, I guess it's back to Tenadir. Ah, we made it back with the relic.
Yes, my friend, yes.
Now untie my bonds and give me the relic you have taken from Gulahir, Ton Morgul, heirloom of fallen Numenor. Oh, hey, wait. What are you doing? Bring it over here.
What can I do for you?
What do you think you're doing, Pinelore? I don't know what happened to me, but something seemed to shake me from a deep slumber, and I saw you about to untie the prisoner. You need to steel yourself against his wiles. Did not Laredin warn you about this? He is treacherous, our prisoner, and we can't let down our guard for one instant. I'll take Ton Morgul and bring it to Caliglad. I don't think it is wise for you to spend too much time in the company of Mordrembor. Calling you friend all the time, I don't trust him, and neither should you. Well, yeah, there is that little detail.
Stay a moment.
Whee! Level 50. Completed level 50. There's a deed for that? New deed, the vile. No, I am not doing the vile mall. Laerden came to see me as you said he would, and he told me much the same, that our prisoner remains dangerous. I didn't pay as much attention to these words as I should have, it seems. But I have something to tell you about this unfortunate business with Ton Morgul, and that is that Laerden has learned the location of Amartheel's Palantir and has devised a scheme by which we might be able to recover it. He's waiting for you in his room. I don't want to say any more about this while in the presence of our prisoner, but you should talk to Laerden about this at once. Okay. I suppose we could do that. And what do we have in our deeds here? Deed bestowed. The vile maul. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, defeat the Watcher in the water. Not going to happen. And level 50. Okay, I guess. New skirmishes available. And a gift for an Eld Traveler. These come in the mail these days instead of coming in through packages within packages. Hello, Laerden. You wanted to see me?
Megovanen.
Ah, welcome, Pinelore. You look better than the last time I saw you. Did you manage to take some time to rest? The time for open fighting is now over. Calenglad is wise and strong, but he has been blinded by his pride. He will not retake Anuminus before Amarthiel locates Narquil. Mordred Boar is a creature of lies, but in taunting me, I believe he has made a mistake. He said that Amarthiel waited for me in Baraktirion. Do you remember that? Baraktirion was where the kings of Anuminus sat in judgment and heard the concerns of their people. The histories do not agree on this point, but a number of them record that the Palantir of Anuminus was kept at Baraktirion for the use of the kings. That Palantir of Anuminus is gone, drowned beneath the sea. But surely that is where Amarthiel strives with the Palantirs that she has recovered. We must assault Baraktirion and reclaim the Palantir. But hold, do not rush to Calenglad just yet. The Palantir has been bound to the evil by the enemy, and the merest touch of it will cause you harm. We need some means to carry it. Gullidir has such a means at Garthforthnir. Though it may cause him grief to remember the events of his fall, you must speak with Gullidir on this matter. He can provide us with what we need. Gullidir. All the way in Angmar. Hello there, Gullidir.
Greetings.
Ah, Pinelore. I didn't expect to see you again so soon. Why have you come to me?
Stay a moment.
You say that you have come from Laerden, and that he believes that I play a part in reclaiming the Palantir that was taken from Carndum. The Seeing Stone is wholly evil. I see that now, and I wish that I had never been made to gaze upon it. Mordred has paid for his torment of me, but even that will never be enough to satisfy his debt. No act of vengeance will bring back my poor, lost Lorniel. Laerden speaks the truth, though. Even as Mordred brought me forth from the gates of Carndum, the hateful images of the Palantir still burned into my mind. I clutched in my hand the black cloth with which the Seeing Stone was covered when not in use. The terrible events of the day had all but pushed that memory from me, but I remember it now. Hold the Palantir only with the fine loven cloth bag, else the stone will seek to show you such things that might bring you despair. Don't touch the Palantir without this bag. I don't wish for you to endure what I was made to endure. Give Laredin my good wishes, but warn him not to underestimate the enemy. He's a good elf and true, but in him alone have I recognized the terrible burden that I have borne in the days since Lorniel was lost to me. Something gnaws at his heart, and I fear that it will bring him to harm if he doesn't guard against it. Alright. Well, Laredin was pretty ready to give me warning, so I guess giving him one in return will be a nice counterpoint. Now with the bag secured, we can speak with Laredin and find out what our next step will be. Why is there a note at the door? Oh, what does it say? My friends, too long have I fled from my obligations, but no more. I go now to Barad-Tiron, where I alone will confront Amarthiel. It is not right that I should send you to wrest the Palantir from her clutches when I am to blame for much of her evil. I will no longer shirk my responsibility. If I had succeed, there will be no cause to fear. If I fail, I will have fallen doing what I should have done long ago. The debt must be paid, and if I perish in its payment, even that would be just. Would that I could see you in person and tell you why I must do this, but I can't. Out of kindness and friendship, you would seek to dissuade me, and I fear that I'm not strong enough to maintain my course when confronted with such persuasion. Please, do not follow me, my friends. This is something that I must do alone. Laredin. Well, how's he going to take the Palantir if I have the bag? Now, what is this all about? Well, I suppose I should go over to Tadon and find out. See, up this way, and we can only hope that everything is going well. I'm sure things are just about to make a turn for the crazy. Now, why is Tadon still here? That's my question.
What can I do for you?
A note from Laredin? Oh, this is my fault, Pinelore. How could I have been such a fool? Laredin offered to watch the prisoner for a time, and I agreed. I have not felt well for some time, and I thought that some fresh air would do me some good. I said as much to you, if you recall. The prisoner must have said something to Laredin during that time, woven some foul tangle into his words. What a sad irony, for Laredin succumbed to this treachery when he oft spoke of its dangers. All has been done accordingly to the will of Amarthiel. Oh, what have we done now? What have we done now?
Thou art too late. All has been according to the wishes of Angmar's regent.
My jailer is a fool, Pinelore, but even he is not the fool that thou art, given to pride and an irresistible desire to do good, and yet what is good? Thou hast done only what the regent of Angmar and I have greatest servant desired of thee. It was no accident that brought me to the tomb of the long-dead Elendil with so few servants. Thou didst not think that Amarthiel would needlessly risk the life of one so valuable as me? Surely. Well, have had thee running errands about the city and on pilgrimages to the far shores to visit Nenuel. She has been gazing into the Palantir she retrieved from Carndum, willing it to show her that which she seeks. I am greater now than Gulahir, for it was at her suggestion that I told you that he bore Tan Morgul. He thought it would be to challenge her for the leadership of Angmar. Thou wert a useful pawn in his removal. Marthiel shall thank you for it. But now I have completed my greatest task, the task for which she sent me to thee, the delivery of Laredin to her at Parentirone. She had much in store for the elf, much to which she has long waited. Didst thou think that Laredin was innocent, perhaps? Thou art twice a fool, then, or thrice so. Run to thy master, Pinelore, and tell Calanglad of thy folly. Laredin will not return from Parentirone, or if he does, it will be in a form none shall recognize, wholly twisted and evil. I have but one more task remaining in me, and I will just relish in its execution. Excuse me one moment. I had to get that out of my system. It appears that Mordrin Bar was one big, fat trap.
Greetings.
Every decision that I have made has gone ill, Pinelore. My thoughts of victory turned to ash, even as it seemed so near. For Laredin to pay this price for the mistaken pride of the Dunedain falls to me with sorrow. May 1,000 curses fall upon the heads of Mordrin Bar and his fell mistress. Nay, I will not give in to despair, though. Things seem the darkest now. Our prisoner is a creature of lies and deceit, and despite his cruel whisperings, we have won great victories in Illuminus. Can this all be a ruse, risen from the desperation of a captive whose plans have not borne the expected fruit? Can it be that Marthiel's search has gone less well than she had hoped, and that Mordrin Bar now seeks to fill us with despair when none should? We may be able to save Laredin and recover the Palantir as he intended, Pinelore. Though he has left us, perhaps the Dunedain will repay Laredin for his friendship. One last assault upon the steps of Parentirone may see you and your friends within its walls, Pinelore, and we shall see if there is any truth to Mordrin Bar's words. We shall see if the time has come yet for despair, or if our greatest victory is at hand. Okay, so we're going to go through with the plan anyway.
How can I be of service?
Yes, we are going to go through with the plan. How will the plan fare? We'll have to find that out in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.